y'all, it's your girl Mayday Mayhem, and I am coming back with you with a Mayday Mayhem reaction. Like, bruh, I don't know what's going on in these YouTube streets. I don't know what is y'all drinking or what are we drinking in these YouTube streets, but everybody is up in an uproar. I know everyone has seen that Ming versus Liv's video. What? Oh, they diss tracks on each other. Shit comes to a whole nother level when a motherfucker make a diss track on you. Like, damn, bitch. We get on each other's skins like that. You made a diss track about me? Shit. And I had to take the time to make a diss track about you? Shit. That's something to be marveled upon. Like, whole motherfucker made a whole diss track about you, bruh. Like, that's wild as hell. But I ain't gonna lie, Ming killed that shit. Like, I heard the in her voice that, you know, that Rick Ross, that oh shit. About time they got their ass. Somebody getting pulled over today, bruh. Ain't me. Take my black ass where I'm going. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. Ming had that you know, that in her voice, like she was fucking angry. Like, Ming came in that bitch and everything she said, she felt that from her heart. Like, she felt that from her heart. Like, and can you blame her? You know what I'm saying? Liv did post, you know, she doxed her. She posted her address and shit. So, can you blame her? Can you blame her? Like, what's the best way to get back at your ass? Yeah, bitch, I'll do a diss track on your ass. And then the kicking part with that, Liv tried to do a diss track. You know, tried to, you know, rebuttal. But your rebuttal kind of was like a joke to you. That shit that Ming was spitting, that wasn't no joke. She felt it in her heart. In her spirit. She felt that shit. So it's just, it's just so much going on in these YouTube streets. Everybody. I mean, when I say everybody is up in the uproar, I mean everybody. Even the beauty influencers, the beef sector, the news sector. Everybody is into it. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why is everybody into it so bad? Why is everybody so cutthroat with each other? What is going on? Like, is 2020 the year that everybody that lost their motherfucking mind? Like, is this the year that everyone has totally, for real, lost their shit? That's the only thing I can think of. This has to be the year of karma, and people has lost their shit. Like, for real, y'all, think about it. Go think about y'all Instagram, even y'all Instagram posts. Think about back before the little con hit. I call it the con. Before the little con virus hit. How many people was walking around on Instagram with scandalous outfits on? You know, that wasn't trying to get that attention. That wasn't. Now, how many motherfuckers just do shit just to be doing it? Because they're bored, or that was the time to do it because, you know, honestly, ain't shit else to do. Because everybody been on lockdown all this time. So, but it just seems like not everything and everybody is just so amped up. Like, for instance, look at Jeffree Star. Nah, this motherfucker. I don't even know why do we even entertain this motherfucker, but here we go. Look at Jeffree Star. He back in the YouTube news talking about, we're no longer an item. Him and his little black boyfriend, which we all saw that shit coming. Like, this is a ploy, this is a cop out. Blase Skippy, we saw this coming. Now all of a sudden he had bags that came up missing, a few sunglasses, and not to mention that this man already has a child with a woman. So pray tell me, Jeffrey, what the fuck is going on here? So I don't know. It's just everything is just up in shambles. Even look at court cases that's been going on. It was of course y'all know about the Sweetie Pie, Tim Norman, with the murder for hire conspiracy against Andre Montgomery Jr. That shit busted out this year, 2020. Came out the gates 2020. Come to find out, Tim Norman, this bastard, he done put a murder hire plot out on his own nephew and had him killed for allegedly, now we're going to say allegedly because we don't know for sure, but allegedly for $450,000 insurance plot. Now, he had put that plot out on that boy years before. When I say years before. And now all of a sudden 2020 came in and this motherfucker done got caught. And the kicker is the story is so wild and crazy. Only in 2020 could you believe this shit. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be so many stories about 2020 that motherfuckers gonna write the book of 2020. Don't y'all take that shit. It is copyrighted, motherfuckers. But the book of 2020. Everybody gonna have a story about what the hell happened to them in 2020 that either humbled them, brought them down, or got their ass caught up. Like, I see a lot of these YouTubers out here on these streets, they need to be humbled. A lot of them have let numbers and all that shit get to their head, and clout and all that shit get to y'all head, bruh. If YouTube was to disappear right now, you still in the same boat as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But back to the Tim Norman case. Got sidetracked. Because it's just so much going on these YouTube streets. It's just so much. Like, it's just so much. There's nothing else you can say. Like, everybody's getting caught up in some type of bullshit. If you've been lying out here on these streets, your ass getting caught up in a lie very quick, fast, and in a hurry. If you've been scamming out on these streets, for some reason in 2020, you've been getting caught up quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's why I thank God that I ain't on no bullshit. I ain't bothering nobody. I ain't scamming nobody. I ain't fucking over nobody. If anything, 2020 has humbled me even more. I was already humbled, but I can honestly say 2020 has really given me more time to spend with my children, have really more quality time. And 2020 has been that savior for a lot of people. But for a lot of motherfuckers, 2020 been a bitch for y'all. For real, for real. And shit, I ain't gonna lie, it's been a bitch for me too. I've been had to go through my trials and tribulations from 2022. But far as everybody getting caught up in they different scams and murder for hire plots and all these lies and shit, everybody is getting caught up in they shit. And I'm just sitting back sipping my tea like, damn. I would have never known. Would have never known. Like, this Tim Norman case like really had me blown back because I am a fan of Sweetie Pies. I am. I'm a fan. I've always wanted to visit their restaurant and eat from Miss Robbie. You know, I'm a fan. And then Tim is her son. We all know he did a 10-year stint when he was 17 for armed robbery. He served his time for that, you know what I'm saying, allegedly. So he did his due time for that. So that's in the past. And she has her own, you know, restaurant. And she was a backup singer with the Ike and Ike Getz, Ike and Tina Turner. Like, she is a legend. Like, Miss Robbie Montgomery is a fucking legend, if you didn't know. Woman has a beautiful voice. Legend. And here she is trying to create a legacy for her children, her sons to have, and this is what happened. Now, don't forget, Miss Robbie's oldest son, Andre Montgomery Sr., which is Andre Montgomery Jr.'s father, he was killed back here in the 90s when Andre was only a year old. He was a baby when his father died, so he never really got the chance to even know his father. He was killed, you know, wrong place, wrong time, due to violence in the street. If reports are correct, he was, I want to say, stabbed, allegedly. But, you know, he didn't even get a chance to see his son get half of his life. And now, you know, his son is of age, and he's killed, and he leaves behind a 5-year-old. And like I said, the real bad part about it was, who did it? It was his own uncle that did the shit. Tim Norman, his own, allegedly. Can't say he did it, y'all. But allegedly, he did it with the help of a stripper and one of Nelly's ex-producers. What the fuck? Why would you do that? And don't forget, Tim Norman used to go with Jennifer Williams. And I think back on this, like, is that the reason why they broke up? Like, you know, allegedly, maybe she heard something. And I've always said maybe she heard something or saw something, and she didn't know she heard or saw something. And she always said that he was crazy. He had a temper. Was it more that she witnessed that made her say, whoa, I'm done? Because all that was at the same time that Andre was killed. And let's not forget, Miss Robbie, back to Miss Robbie, her house was broken into and over $220,000 worth of cash and jewelry was stolen out of her house. Like, anyone that watched Welcome to Sweetie Pie, you could literally see her house was ransacked. And Miss Robbie has a beautiful house. Beautiful. But her place was ransacked. When I say ransacked, I mean it was so much stuff thrown about that woman's house. They threw everything down. And she even said, whoever did this knows me, because they knew I was going to be gone. And they knew the code to my house. And she even said it was either Andre or Tim. Now, during this time, Andre had left because, you know, he was gone for some months, and he said he had got tired of being accused for stuff. And so he left, which is understandable. And he came back to take a lie detector test to prove to his grandmother that no, he is not a thief. Know that he did not steal this. Know that he didn't do it. He took a lie detector test, and the lie detector test came back inconclusive. Why was it inconclusive? Because he had been smoking weed the day of the test, because he was just so anxious to do it. And they said, well, it's going to be inconclusive. Come back when you're sober, you know, and we'll go ahead and do the test again. So he was supposed to come back and take the test again, and all of a sudden Andre ends up dead, because that lie detector test was probably going to show that Tim was the one that broke into his own mother's house. And then come to find out, he had a life insurance policy against his own mother for over $1 million. So I always continue to say, keep Miss Robbie in your prayers, her family, because that's a hard pill to swallow. That your grandson was killed by your nephew all over greed. You know, greed is the root of all evil. Greed is the reason people walking around here doing the shit they doing now. Like the shit that's going on YouTube and all that shit. It's all because of greed. People are greedy. People don't want to, I'm not even going to say share. They don't want to switch the camera around. They don't want to not share, but it's enough room for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's enough room for everybody where everybody can win. Everybody can, you know, get it. Everybody can win. And I want to see everyone win. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy. Look at what they do in the Polar by Jazz Life. Why do people constantly call CPS on this woman? Why are y'all calling CPS on people, period? Like, for real, for real. Y'all are taking these workers away from people that really do need it. Like AJ Friend. If anybody knows anything about AJ Friend, he was literally beat to death by his mother and father. And it was reported. And nothing happened. What? Nothing happened. You have so many children out here that are literally being beat and tortured and killed. And y'all sitting up here calling DCFS on this lady for her kids. Are y'all for real? Are you serious? Once a person cut that camera on, you don't know what the fuck going on when they cut that camera off. You have no fucking clue what goes on once that camera go off. So for someone to just call DCFS on Chrissy, call DCFS on Jazzy, y'all just calling DCFS on women. And the kicker is, these are other women doing this. Who the fuck wants to have their children in a fucked up system, especially a system we have here in America with DCFS? Why the fuck would another woman want to put another woman's child into the system? That's always been my question. Why would you put somebody else's child in the system? Why? I couldn't. Like, honestly, if I don't see this kid getting, like, when I say fucked up, I mean, like, anyone listening to this, look up AJ Friend. Like, that case, when I say every picture that poor little baby took, he had a bruise on him. Every picture he had a black eye, busted lip, busted nose, every fucking picture. That's what DCFS should have been doing their motherfucking job, but no, they didn't. They failed Polar AJ. They failed him. But y'all out here calling people DCFS on people like these women. Got 4 kids and she young. She fucking 30, bruh. She 29. Bruh. You know, all of us are learning life very differently. All of us are learning and going through life the same. Everybody's going through life the same. Everybody is learning. Life is about learning. That she ain't doing no dumb shit to her kids. Her kids are fed. Her kids are clean. They're presentable, whatever. You know, and she deals with depression, which is really fucking hard. It's really hard because I deal with it, and I'm not afraid to say it. Hell yeah, I deal with it. Yes, and it's mind-boggling. So think we need to give these people a break. Give them a break, y'all. Let's band together and do better. Because I know all of us got it in us. Alright? Y'all be blessed, be good, be safe, be happy, and stay humble, bruh. Just stay humble.